It only comes around twice a year, and when it does, it's sure to delight. Offer up a few surprises everywhere you look, and greater yet, give you insight in what's hot in the world of art today. And lucky for you, you don't have to travel too far, because Biennial 2010 is here, and ready to be enjoyed by one and all at the always intriguing Peninsula Fine Arts Center in beautiful Mariners Museum Park.
The current exhibition here at the Peninsula Fine Arts Center is called Biennial 2010. This is a show that we have every 2 years. It's been going on for a number of decades, and it's a competitive exhibition. It's a national exhibition in which we put the word out that artists can submit their works digitally by CD, and we have a juror that then looks at those works, makes a selection. Then we bring those works actually into the Arts Center, and then the juror comes and visits and then makes a selection for the awards from those works. We chose Richard Hunt as the juror in part because he already has an association with our area, because he's doing a major monumental sculpture placement in Newport News. And so because he was coming here and he's a name we're going to hear from in the next year or so, I thought Richard would be an interesting fellow to have here. He's probably the most well-known African-American sculptor alive today. So we are pleased to have him here. He picked an interesting show, I think.
I have to say, I've done this over the years, and of course, you know, there are winners and losers, but I've had, you know, very positive feedback, you know, on different occasions where years later I might be either in an exhibition with some people that I've juried in and out, as a matter of fact. But it's certainly a way of being involved in the careers of other artists in a meaningful way.
We kind of consider this show kind of a big deal. It takes a lot of effort to do this. You really work on this show about a year or so out in terms of getting publicity out, getting information out. A number of artists find this to be a prestigious show to be in. It's included on their resume, of course. We make a strong effort to give a significant amount of money. We gave out about $6,500 in awards this year. And that can make a show very popular as well. Artists like to win awards. They like to be recognized. To be selected by a nationally known juror is kind of a big deal. And so we always have artists who are saying, well, I look forward to it next year, or I'm going to try again and try and get in. And that competition, I think, can be a good thing, to have you sort of put yourself up against other artists' work to see kind of how you fare in the kind of big picture. It's another part of being an artist. These kind of multimedia juried exhibitions had a lot of popularity about 20 years ago, and then they started to kind of fade from sight, and then we've kind of kept it going. I think in a way they're important shows, even though you want to kind of take a reading on what's going on in a kind of broad section of the country. You don't always have that option. Economics has sometimes affected these shows by limiting how much artists are going to want to ship their things certain distances. But the fact that you get to see things you don't get to see every day, you get to see different artists with different approaches to things. Part of what our mission is here is to show you those things, to show you something different, something new, something else that's going on that you don't get to see every day. And the Biennial is one of those efforts that we do that I think, in fact, satisfies that goal for an exhibition. And so there's lots to see. I mean, it's the perfect show to come in and find something for everyone, in a sense. It's a good teaching show because you can learn a lot about the basic fundamentals of art, of line, shape, form, color, texture, composition. All those things are here. And so it's a good time to come visit the Peninsula Fine Arts Center and see Biennial 2010 on view.